Hello, good morning. Is it cold enough for all this? No, but look, it's damp, okay? It's that damp cold. And in the house, I was freezing, so I put all this stuff on and I walked outside and I was like, it's not that bad. But I was cold in the house. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And I wear these slouchy caps like this when I have a ponytail because it has lots of room for my ponytail, okay? Which is why I'm not wearing my new one. Moving on from all that. So, the girls didn't come over last night, and it was their night to come over. So, I texted their mom, and I said, are the girls okay, or are they in trouble? And she said, no, Phoenix doesn't feel good. She said, but Naomi went to her friend's house. She's got a new friend, you know. I said, oh, okay, cool. She said she got home, you know, right at 8 o'clock, which is the time I send them home. I was like, okay, cool. I said, well, Naomi informed me that when she turns 10, which is next month, that she is going to be allowed to ride her scooter to her new friend's house. Now, as the crow flies, it's 2 blocks away-ish, but you have to cross a very major road to get there. A very major road. And she goes, yeah, she told me that too. And I told her, other than getting to your friend's house in the back seat of my car, the only other way you're going to get to your friend's house, and I'm taking you, is if I allow you to ride in the front seat of the car. That's the only 2 ways you're getting there unless her mama picks you up. You will not walk there. You will not ride your scooter there. You will not ride your bike there. She said, I will take you there in my car. Or Eliana's mama can pick you up in her car. That's it. And I said, okay, cool. Right? Because, you know, it's not like I want to be a tattletale, but that's something I need to tell Mama about that she told me. And of course, I didn't realize she had also told her mother of her plans to ride the scooter across the 5-lane highway. I mean, she has lofty goals, okay? Do you blame her for having lofty goals? I said, now, on the other hand, I have crossed that highway when I was probably her age, and we went to, there was a Dunaway Drugs, and the Dunaway drugstore had a lunch counter, which, might I say, had the best grilled cheese, the best steak fries, and the best milkshakes in the world, because I wasn't allergic to nothing back then. I could eat whatever I wanted to back then. Oh, I miss those lunch counters at those drugstores. If you're too young to understand what that means, I'm so sorry. They had, and making me drool, they had one on the square, which is in town. That's what we call the area in town. There is a square park in the center of town, so we call it the square. But there was a Dunaway Drugs on the square, and they had a lunch counter. And when I first went to work at the sheriff's office, we would walk up there, and I would have the grilled cheese and the steak fries. I didn't always have a milkshake when I was working, because the milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, boys to the yard, boys to the yard. I, you know, would sometimes have a Coke, but that was good times. But yeah, me and my friends, 10, 11, 12 years old, we would cross that very big highway. But it wasn't a very big highway back then. It was 2 lanes, and there wasn't a lot of traffic, you know. This used to be kind of, I wouldn't say in the country, but like where the mall is right now, which is a little over a mile from me, 1.5 miles maybe. All that was farmland. So, and you see how big this area is. He had a big garden there. So this wasn't the booming metropolis that it is now. So I love my little area though. It's like we're nestled in, but any direction I go, I can be to a very busy road. Yeah, within 2 blocks. But yeah, we would walk through the woods, walk through the church parking lot, cross that road over there, which was just 2 lanes, walk down the road, cross 2 lanes over there, and we would be in the shopping center at the Dunaway Drugs. And then we would walk back home, or we could walk over to the Kmart. And then when I was in middle school, they had a game room in that shopping center. We would go over there after school. Hold on. First of all, the car saga is not over yet, but they called my dad, said they got the computer in, and he needed to bring his car over. So he called me and said, can you come pick me up from the transmission shop? And I said, sure thing, okay? So I let my boss know that I was going to run over there and get him, blah, blah, blah. Well, I went ahead and wrote the checks that I needed to mail, because I'm thinking, right? And I also thought, well, since I'll be on that side of town, I'm going to stop at the Chick-fil-A and get me a lemonade. So I asked him if he wanted lunch, and he said, get me one of them hot sandwiches. So I got him this spicy chicken sandwich, and I got me the lemonade, and I also tried the new, they call it a key lime lemonade. It's good. I gave him the rest of it, but it was free on my app for, I don't know, because I'm a good customer. I don't know. So anyway, I took a sip of it, and then I told him he could drink the rest of it, and went ahead and got my lemonade. Because the only thing about them specialty drinks is they just come in a small cup. I need my big cup, okay? Y'all need to use your regular cups. Just go ahead and give me a large on that, okay? Because it was real good. Okay, well then we go, I pick him up, and then we go to the post office. I go in the post office, I come back out and get my car, we drive home. As I'm getting out of the car, that is when I notice. I look down, and I see something smeared all over the side of my shoe. And my dad says, "Ooh, where'd you get that?" I said, well, I guess out walking Penny this morning. I don't know. But I've already walked through the whole house with it. I mean, I'm sure the majority came off outside the yard and all that. It was on the side. It's just my Crocs, so, you know, they're easy to clean. But still, so I went in the post office with poop on my shoe. Ugh. Anyway, I told him to go ahead and keep my car because, you know, he's got errands he's got to do. And then he had to take his computer. Did I mention he's going to be 90 next month? He had to take his computer to this PC shop up here, and he's got to go pick that up and yada yada. Anyway, they said if the computer's programmed, he'll get his car back today. If not, he'll get his car back tomorrow. Praise be to Jesus, okay? So I always have my TV going in my office while I'm working. I just like to have something in the background playing. I don't like silence, okay? I like peace and quiet in my home, but I like a TV going, or I like a radio going. I don't like it that silent, okay? Okay, so this video just pulls up and starts playing because I'm on YouTube, and it just goes to the next one. A man in Nebraska was pulled over in his car, not truck, in his car, because the police pulled him over because they had received multiple complaints. Not really complaints, but calls. Because this man was riding around in his car, in his four-door sedan, with his bull, a Watusi bull. Do you know what a Watusi bull is? I'll include a picture. They're huge, and they got them huge horns. And so I guess he had kind of made it sort of kind of like a a partial convertible, because the top was cut out on the bull's side. Bull's just standing there while the man's driving around. A bull. A bull. Not a calf. A bull. A full-size bull. They pulled him over and gave him some warnings and told him to take his bull back home. You better take your bull back home. Goodness, what? I mean, you know, I take my dog out for a ride, but she's little. She's 20 pounds. I mean, I've seen Lester put a calf in his car and drive it to the vet, or a goat, 150-pound goat riding around in the back seat. But a full-size bull, that's a lot of bull. That might be what I named this video. That's a lot of bull, man. Anyway, to continue the conversation this morning real quick, I just used to go all over the place, and I was telling the girl's mom last night, I said, what was our parents thinking? Because they were like, be home by dinner time, and we'd be all over the place. All over the place. We'd be in that shopping center. We'd be in that shopping center. We'd ride all over the neighborhood picking up bottles so we could take them into the big store up here and get our money. And we'd just go over to the Dunaways and eat and get a milkshake. We had no supervision. Hardly any at all. But that doesn't mean Naomi can ride her scooter across the main highway. Yeah, that's not what that means. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Toodles, my noodles. Stay silly, my friends. Smile.